Hi guys, this is Ruby with MRV Financial. Welcome to our MonSlay topic of the week. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our medias. Today we have a special guest. I am super excited about this tax season. We are running a raffle. Andres Olaez is the sponsor for the month of February. You're going to be seeing him all of this month for our monthly topic of the week. And we also have Financial Friday. Financial Friday, he's going to tell you, how you can use his services. I really want to bring some resources to you, so he's going to be a great one for you. So stay tuned for our Friday videos. Stay tuned for our monthly topic of the week, and let's talk about our raffle.
No, for sure. Hi guys, Andres Olaez here with Remax Mi Casa. Pleasure, more than anything, thank you for inviting me here, Ruby. But yeah, no, for sure. I mean, right now we do have a special raffle that Ruby created, right? And it's a phenomenal idea, of course, especially giving a lot of value back to your clients and potential people that might want to take advantage of this, of course. But yeah, no, the MRV Bucks, you call it?
MRV Bucks, who remembers them? Shout out to all our winners from our I believe the last time we took them out of the vault was back in 2020. So we are taking them out again. So MRV Bucks is $300, and then
I mean, I kind of want to participate with Ruby at the same time, so we're also not stealing your idea, right? But
yes.
But we're also adding on our end the Olaez Bucks too. So the Olaez Bucks, which we'll elaborate a little bit more as well, right? But of course, thank you more than anything for including me in this too as well. So
yeah. So between both, you have an average of, how much are your bucks?
An average of about like 450 to 500, roughly, give or take.
Okay, so the MRV Bucks price is $300. So you will be entered. How do we enter to win? So every share, every review that you give the company, every like, I think that's it. Like, share, review, into our social medias, that will enter you. Any referrals, that's what I forgot, a referral as well. So when you refer your tia, your friend, your business partners, you get a chance to win. You don't have a limited amount of times that you could enter as well, weekly or for the whole 12 weeks. We actually do encourage you, for those clients that do multiple services with us, you are totally okay to stack them up. For this week, obviously you're going to get the 300 MRV Bucks, and you said 400.
450, right? More than anything, it's to cover your closing costs in case you're looking to purchase a property or sell a property. Or if you're looking to purchase it, you can also apply it towards your inspection too.
Nice, nice. So there you go, right there. You have $750. One of the things they do, we're definitely going to talk about our topic of the week. We're going to move into that, on how you can utilize this money. Obviously, MRV Bucks, you could redeem them with me for your taxes or any other services that I offer. And for the Olaez Bucks, you could use them towards the closing of your home on certain things. Obviously, legally, he can't just utilize it on anything. So be sure to check in with him on what it is that, you can redeem your Olaez Bucks. We will be doing the drawings every Monday. No, Sundays we're doing our drawings. Sorry, I'm forgetting. So Sundays, we will be doing the drawings. We will be contacting the winner, scheduling the delivery. If we could deliver it to you on Sunday, make a note if you entered into the raffle to expect the call. Sending you guys a lot of good juju to win these prizes. There are going to be 12 of them. We starting it this week, and it's going to end the last week of tax season, April 17th. So make sure to stay consistently playing to get you an opportunity to win our bucks. So let's get to the topic of the week. Andres, tell us about, it is tax season. You do get a lot of folks who use their tax refund. So we really want to talk about using your tax refund that you get, putting it back in your pocket where it should always stay. So you have a professional here who tell us about you.
So I'm Andres Olaez with Remax Mi Casa. I've been in the real estate industry for quite some time actually, as a real estate agent, maybe about like 5 years or so. Collectively, I've been doing it since I was 19. I'm currently 30 years old, right? So 10 years and a half. So I've been in the business for that amount of time, right? So how I got started, I started pretty much buying and selling properties, buying and renting properties. I'm still currently doing it. And now what I'm trying to do is trying to educate our community how to create financial freedom, how to truly create financial freedom. And it's, with honesty, thank you so much for inviting me, because I know part of it is, it starts with your taxes, right? It starts with your taxes, doing your taxes correctly. Along the way, I learned a lot, and of course, in applying your taxes to create this wealth, right? So a lot of people might see it like, oh, I'm spending money on something that in reality, you're spending money in your future, right? So just a little bit of me in a nutshell, of course, right? But that's what I like to do, educate, right?
So as you could, hear, this is a great person for you to reach out to, when it comes down to once you have your refund and you want to get into investing. We also actually have a seminar going next Sunday, I believe. Mm-hmm. No, Saturday.
Saturday. Mm-hmm.
So you are more than welcome. I just thought about it. You are totally more than welcome to join us. Definitely reach out to Andres or myself. You are welcome. We're basically going to be talking about income taxes.
So it's pretty much last year in 2020, towards the end of last year, the taxes went up. Property taxes went up everywhere, pretty much, right? So it's pretty much educating our community, especially for anybody who's a current property owner, how to appeal your taxes if you have not applied for the homeowner's exceptions, which you are entitled of as well. How to do it, where to go. So pretty much it's just educating so we could save more money for you at the end of the day, right? So. And
I'll be talking about, income taxes, income on your property as well, just how to process them. If you're an investor with multi-properties, I will be talking about, the actual income tax side of it. So so we got that going on next week as well. So today, let's definitely talk about the kind of situations where you have, help people and, just how to invest it. What are the different options that you have? One of the reminders that I do want to give as far as, teaching, continuing our education, understanding what causes a tax refund and what causes a tax bill. A lot of people think that it's free money from the government. Let's remember that there's no free money, okay?
No such thing as free for sure.
No, there are tax credits that definitely lower your tax liability. So let's just use a small sample of how that would look. You pay your taxes every year. Let's say you have a W-2 job. You go to your employer, you fill out the form, and they ask you, are you married? Are you single? How many dependents do you have? Those numbers is an estimation of how much taxes your employer is going to take out of your paycheck. So if you have married with 2 kids, you're basically saying, hey, government, I have 2 children at home. Give me a tax break, because I know at the tax season, you're going to give me my child tax credit. So you're washing out what you should be paying now and later, okay? Now, let's say you don't have, let's say you're single with 0, then you're basically saying, hey, government, I have no kids, I'm just cleaning myself. when it comes down to tax season, really the point of tax season is to adjust the numbers. How much do you, let's like cuentas claras, amistades largas, right? Well, with the government, we just got to pay our bill, right? So we just got to make sure that we pay our bill. We're not overpaying and we're not underpaying. So when it comes down to tax season, that's really the purpose of it. The government is really saying, hey, let's just put our records together from what you, the income that you produced last year, all the tax credits that you get, and let's wash the numbers out. How much do you owe me and how much do I owe you? And let's just call it a day. So the tax season runs for 12 weeks, average 11 to 13, depending on the year. And that's when the government has their time period to close out their books. So that's how it affects us. And you know, if we overpaid, did we put in the wrong number with our W-2? Are we? So when you get a refund, it's basically when you overpaid the government throughout the year because of the credits that are applied. If you owe, then the reason why you owe is because you didn't pay enough taxes. Let's say you're a 1099, you're self-employed, and you haven't paid your taxes. Well, obviously, you're going to pay your taxes at the end of the year. The tax rule is that you pay 90% of your taxes so that you don't accrue any penalties. You will pay some interest and penalties if you don't pay that 90%. So let's be sure that you are aware of, you know, if that's just what you're accustomed to doing, that you're aware of, it comes with it. You could pay your taxes if you're self-employed. You could pay your taxes monthly or quarterly. All you have to do is go to the pay.gov website with the IRS and with the state of Illinois as well. You could go and schedule your payment plans with them, so that at the end of the year you're not hit with this big old bill. Or if you know you're okay paying it at the end of the year, at least you have the websites of where we go to pay them. So that's pretty much how a tax refund works in a tax bill ends. You know, that's how you get to the end result. If you're wondering, like, why is it that this year? That's one of the questions that I see all the time. Clients, we forget. I know you only see me once a year, so I just gotta remind you of, you know, what the new rules are, what changes there are. As you remember, with COVID, things just got all over the place.
Change.
Yeah. So, with that said, remember that if you do get that refund, what I see a lot is people like to do that because they say, Ruby, if I don't save money like that, like, I'm not going to be able to take my family on vacation. I can't work with Andres because I have no money. So let's talk about now the investing side of things.
It's actually, when you mentioned that, I think quite opposite of it, actually, right? So, is like opposite, meaning like, okay, I get why people think that for the same reason they want extra money in their pockets so they could take that extra vacation and so on. But in reality, you should use your taxes as a tool, right? As a tool to invest in your future. Report the income that you're truly making, right? Because if you're truly reporting, guess what? Now you're open to more loans from the bank, right? You can now start investing on properties, buying a multi-unit. For example, if you're truly looking for investments, right, you buy a multi-unit that's paying off by itself, and not only that, it's also generating you income on a monthly basis. Now you got the extra money to go to take a vacation, right, with your family, and multiple at that point, right? So it's utilizing your taxes in the proper manner, right? And now that we're talking about tax season, also utilizing your tax money not to go buy a car, not to go buy furniture, but actually truly use that money to invest in your future, right, and your family, to take, so you could take those extra vacations that you're trying to take, right? This is the stuff that it hurts. It hurts to pay money at the end of the year, right? It hurts, but at the end of the day, it's rewarding if you know how to utilize that tool, right? But of course, another thing that one doesn't know, right, especially for anybody that's purchasing property for the very first time, as a first-time buyer, what one could do is pretty much you could buy up to a 4-unit property, right? So you have your single families, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, right? it's a life hack, guys. So at the end of the day, if you're buying let's just say a multi-unit, right, 2 units, 3 units, you're receiving rental income, you're probably living in 1 unit, right, you're living rent-free, right, and at that point, all you have to do is wait a year. You could live on the property for 1 year, and then later on, you could go back and tell the bank, hey, you know what, I'm currently living in this property, but I'm gonna leave it behind as an investment property and buy a single family, right? At that point, the bank is going to allow you. Most people have the wrong idea that you have to put 20% down on the next property, but in reality, if you live there for at least a year and then you buy a single family, the bank will allow you to put another low down payment as low as 3 to 5% down. Now you have 2 properties, right? You have your single family, your multi-unit, your multi-unit that's paying off by itself, and then that same multi-unit is paying off your single family. I mean, that's a winner for me, right? So, I mean, there's the advantages that you could do with your taxes. That's the thing.
Yes.
Right,
so when it comes down to this life hack, when it comes down to your income taxes, if you live in the property for 2 years and then you rent it, you don't pay the income tax level on that new rental income stream that you just created. A lot of people don't know that either. Mm-hmm. 2 years is the tax rule. So imagine you stay in it for the 2 years, or you stay in it for the 1 year for whatever purpose. Then we're not saying cars are not nice. Obviously, we need them. You know, we live in the U.S. and everybody, you know, travels, you know, to go to work. We're not saying vacations are not nice. We're not knocking them. We're saying let's get our priorities right. Yeah, I want the car. Yeah, I want the vacation, but the first things first. Am I creating wealth for my family? One of the things that I do want to remind everybody is that we as Latinos, we are a large number here in the U.S. As of the 2021 Census Bureau, we were 19% Latinos in this country. So let's utilize our equity. Let's utilize, investing, and let's really continue to grow, in a financial manner and leave those legacies of education to our next generation. At the end of the day, real estate is a great piece where a lot of immigrants come to the U.S. and they're able to provide for their families, or they just come to this country. Not necessarily that you don't have to be an immigrant. You know what I'm saying? To take advantage of just living a better life. So, what else can you tell us about this topic?
I mean, it's one of those things that you truly create a general wealth, right? And then one, all you have to do is just take the first step, right? Take the first step, buy one property, and like I tell, like very special friends of mine, right? Like they started doing investments on real estate. Real estate is addicting. I'm not gonna lie, right? So,
for those that know him, you know why he's saying that.
So real estate is addicting. Once you have one and you start seeing that it truly, truly works, right? You're gonna go after another one and after another one and after another one, right? I mean, it's one of those things. It's a good addiction. It's a good addiction. It's a healthy addiction, right? And I do recommend anybody that's looking to do that for sure to do it, right? So. I mean, that's something that we come with experience to do that for sure. I know personally, Ruby takes care of my taxes, so she knows what I have going on, I guess, at that point. But no, more anything, I know I could be an asset for that for sure. So.
Yes, yes. And it's about taking advantage of those, making assets and not liabilities in your life. I think that's really the bottom line of, just reminding you that there are a lot of things that, you could do with your tax refund. If you are young, it doesn't really matter where you are. Imagine if you start when you're young and you plan ahead and you're like, well, you know what, I actually do like this concept of me overpaying my taxes and just every year, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And you could just start to stack up your goals, Once you have your investments, then you buy your nice little car. You take those vacations that you need. So I think that's pretty much the end of our topic for the week. We really appreciate you tuning in with us. As always, don't forget to, but this time you get a bonus for liking, sharing, giving us a review or referral. Remember, we have our MRV box in.
And the Olaez books too. So,
we will be talking to you for the next month. So we welcome you to interact with us. Give us a call. Whatever you need, we are here to serve you. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our media so that YouTube and our medias can remind you when we've posted something. Until next week, again, thank you so much for being here. And that brings me to the end of our topic.
For sure. Thank you guys. And anything you guys need, we're here for you guys for sure.
Thank you so much, and see you next week.
Bye.